Look, man, I'm gonna say this once and I'm not gonna say it again. You gotta stop putting high expectations on these women, bro. Us as men, we love to put high expectations on a woman that we really desire, that we really love, or we really see a future with. We know how to determine if a woman is a hoe or a good woman. And us as men, we be fucking up when we come across these so-called good women or innocent women. Stop putting high expectations when you feel like you got a good one, like when you caught one. Like, you know how us as niggas will go through women, and then when we find a good one, because sometimes we genuinely will want to settle down, but we put a high expectation on women because she looks innocent or she portrays herself as this good woman. No, bro, you gotta put some years in with a woman. You gotta really put the time in with a woman to really understand who she is, what's her core values, what's her intentions. You know what I'm saying? What does she truly desire in life? Because I'm telling you right now, you don't think so, but women, they are powerful, bro. They are really powerful, but they don't use their power how us as men use power. We use power as strength, aggression, force. They don't use power like that, bro. Their power comes from softness, being soft, being nurturing. You know what I'm saying? They know how to get a woman. Women are not stupid, bro. They know how to play the game just as much as men do. So when a woman is being nurturing and soft, don't get me wrong, that's what you want. But don't always take that for granted. Don't think that because she's giving you the attention that you want, being that nurturing good woman, that she just wholeheartedly loves you unconditionally. She would never do nothing to backstab you, betray you. No, you have to really, observe who you're with. You have to really study your women, bro. Like, a lot of men is not studying the women that they're with. They just think that the fact that I got her, she gonna do whatever I want because I might be bringing in some money or I'm fucking her right. Like, no, bro. These women have their own sets of intentions to seek power. Like, you gotta remember, women didn't have power that much like back in the day. Women just started to vote in the 1970s. So that should let you know that women are really striving to become powerful and independent. So you being the naive person that you are, thinking that, oh, I got a good one, she's gonna hold me down, she's gonna be there. She might be that. But when she backstabs you or when she does something wrong, you like, what the fuck happened? Like, you will be willing to kill yourself, kill her, and kill everybody in this world because you wasn't prepared to deal with a woman like that. Nobody gave you no game to be like, look, don't put high expectations on any women, bro. Just treat the women as they come. Like, you gotta learn how to go with the flow sometimes and just, like, take what women say with a grain of salt, but don't put so much on it, bro. Like, you gotta just learn how to enjoy the moment with women. And you know what I'm saying? Build a connection. It's good to build connections with women. You want to build the connections with women. You want to be able to have a woman 5-10 years in your life, even if y'all not in a relationship or serious. You want to be able to know women for years and years and years on, and they still gonna look out for you, and you still gonna look out for them because y'all have a mutual understanding of what this dynamic is from the man and woman perspective. Like, y'all can't be just thinking that because I got this beautiful, pretty woman, she be in the house all the time. No, because those innocent women, they're just good at disguising it, bro. Like, that's why I respect women that live in their truth. A lot of men, they be like shaming women that are so-called hoes and stuff. I don't do that because the worst thing you can do is judge a woman for who she really wants to be. Like, if she wants to be free and, give her body to whoever she wants to do, that's okay for her to do. Don't judge a woman. Like, if you know that you're not going to be in a relationship with her, why are you judging her? Because at the end of the day, a lot of women that are like that, they're fun too. They're good people too. Like, you can have a good time with a hoe. And excuse my language, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to women. I'm just getting my point across. Like, if I call you a bitch or a hoe, I'm just trying to emphasize my point. I'm not being disrespectful. But yeah, like, you'll really, be disrespectful to the girl that's being promiscuous, but then you go around and try to treat this girl because you think she's a sweet little angel, no, not knowing that she has her own set of intentions, bro. She's trying to do something to manipulate you as well. Like, why do you think those so-called good women, why do you think they try to rush you into a relationship so quick? Think back to the times that you ran into a so-called good woman or innocent woman and y'all was messing around, y'all was cool for a little bit, but she was so quick to rush into something serious. That's a red flag for me. Like, why is you trying to be in a relationship with me 6 months, even a year? Like, that's not enough, because I don't even remember me being with a woman for more than 2 years, like, seriously, because eventually a woman's true color starts to show. Eventually your true color starts to show. Y'all might really not even like each other like that, but y'all so infatuated with this honeymoon stage of being fresh and new, but then that's gonna fade away, bro. So you gotta really like build that connection with a woman. You gotta really understand what this woman is about. What does she want out of life? You gotta start asking more questions. Ask a woman questions about her life, about her past, about her childhood. I remember, I think I told this one time on a video, but my coach, my boxing coach, he was a really like a world champion in the 90s and stuff. And I remember he would tell me, like, you know, when I used to go to the strip clubs and stuff, I would always get the baddest woman at the strip club. And I was like, well, how would you do? He was like, bro, I just knew how to tap into that girl's pain. I knew how to like not be like, yo, let me get a dance and let me just pay for your time. Let's talk for a little bit. And I will always bring them home with me. And I was like, what? Like, what you mean? He was like, I just knew how to tap into a woman's pain. He's like, every woman got some pain in them and you got to figure it out. Not saying that you got to like find a woman's pain, but the moral of the story of what I got out of that is he just knew how to make a woman feel comfortable and make a woman feel safe enough to open herself up and express what she's going through, what she's been through in life. These are the things you want a woman to feel safe enough to talk about, because that's going to let you know how you want to treat that woman. Like, does she have a good relationship with her parents? How does she treat her parents? Does she have kids? How does she treat her kids? How does she treat her friends? Does she have friends? Does she just have male friends? These are the things you need to know. Like, don't just get into something serious or put high expectations on a woman because she's making you feel good momentarily. You got to learn how to like separate the two and be like, you know what? I'm finna really take this woman for who she is and who she's portraying herself to be. Not for what I want her to be, because that's where men fuck up. We want to put our expectations on what we think a woman should be for us. But that's not who she is. And that's why you see so many people arguing and breaking up and having terrible breakups, because you guys were never meant for each other. Y'all were never aligned. You know, y'all energies never aligned together. But sex will, you know, distract you from the red flags. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you finna stick your dick into a woman, be prepared for what comes with that woman. Because it's never just y'all gonna have sex and then, you know, we cool, you do your thing, I'm gonna do no. Once sex is involved, the emotions are involved, the connection is involved. It might be with you, it might be from her, but know that y'all building a spiritual connection when y'all have sex. That's why when men have sex, sometimes they be depressed, sometimes they be sad, sometimes they be worrying like, what the fuck is this bitch doing now? Now you strolling, seeing who the bitch follow and why she following all these niggas, why she hard. Because you put your emotions so quick into the relationship or into the situationship, when all you gotta do is really just be chill, bro. Just really try to build that little connection with that girl. See what she's about. See how she can add some type of value in your life. And really try to figure out how you can be a value to her life. Because that's the best thing you can do. That's how to make a woman really remember you, bro. If you gave her some game to where she can take it for years and years on, even if y'all don't even talk no more, she can still take that information and run with it. That's gonna be the type of nigga that you want to be, bro. Don't be the type of nigga that's just with a woman, y'all fucking around, y'all having sex. You know, you might be buying her some shit, y'all might take her out, but you ain't gave her no game. You ain't try to better her life mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to take a bitch to the gym. Like, bro, you have to think outside the box with women. Women, and I'm gonna do another video about that, using women as learning lessons. Like, but stop putting high expectations on these women, bro. When you have conversations with these women, don't take what they saying too personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's women that don't know how to have conversations. Like, some women are just unaware of having a good conversation. So you might be messing with a girl, she might want to tell you about her whole stories, or about another nigga, or gossip about her bullshit ass friends, or how she don't like her friends, and then you thinking like, what the fuck am I doing here? I was just in a situation like that where I was talking to a girl and she was just bashing her friends, bashing the niggas she used to mess with, and then talking about how good she was. And I'm like, shorty, it seems like you're the problem. Like, but women don't want to hear that. And sometimes you don't even need to be saying that, because you're going to talk yourself out of some pussy. But you keep it, you jot it down. All that is mental notes to say, I should not take this woman seriously. Think about that, bro. So before you start judging the hoes and putting high expectations on the good girls, just sit back and be like, how do I really want to go about this situation with this woman? How am I going to like treat her? Cuz a woman will show you how you should treat her. You might be treating a woman so good, but she's really a shithead. So you got to treat her like an asshole. Like, it's not pretty, but this is what you got to do, because in order for you to get what you want, sometimes you got to do things that other people don't like. And it might be to cut a bitch off when she's not acting right. Like, you got to understand, bro, like, these women, like, you shouldn't be putting so much importance on them. The only thing that should be having high expectations on is the future that you see for yourself. The person that you want to become in the near future. That's the only high expectations you need to have. You should never put high expectations on anybody. Your parents, friends, anybody, a lover. Nobody should be having high expectations from you. Because at the end of the day, nobody's obligated to give you loyalty. Nobody's obligated to treat you how you want them to treat you. Now, if you're a good person and you treat somebody morally right, then I think they should do the same as well. You know what I'm saying? But don't think that they're obligated to treat you right because y'all in a relationship, or you're their son or daughter or anything like that. No, everybody has their own intentions. Everybody has their own sets of goals and what they want to accomplish in life. And a lot of times that might not include you. You might just be there momentarily. So you have, the best thing you can do when dealing with these women is, I always say, have a sense of purpose. Have something, figure out what you want to do in life. Spend more time figuring out what you want to do in life than with women. Because I guarantee you, when you start getting that momentum going of like, oh, this is what I want to do, and you start working towards it, I don't know why it works like that, but the women just come. Like, they just, I don't know. Like, it's like God put something in their head, like, he's doing something right now. Go check in on him. I don't know what it is, bro, but every time I just focused on myself and say, you know what, fuck these women. Like, I really don't care about, like, I don't have a desire to spend time with a woman right now. I just want to spend all my time trying to learn, get better, build some skills, and figure out what the life I want in the future. And when you start having that mindset, bro, I don't know why, but the women just come. And then you can start dealing with them on your time. You're not going out your way, driving 2 fucking hours, and then coming back just to have sex. You're not doing that, bro. You could call the woman up and she'll just come because she's just so wanting to be in your presence. She finally gets a chance to be with you, be around you, feel your energy. That's the type of woman you want to be around. But a lot of times men don't deal with women like that. They want to deal with the women that they can just get, or that's just giving them the time of day, but they miserable. You gotta ask yourself, am I miserable being with this woman right now? Am I even happy? Does she even care about my happiness? You gotta ask yourself that. And a lot of niggas don't ask themselves that. They just go for whoever's giving them some pussy. And eventually that shit is gonna get old. I promise you. Pussy is not that great when you don't got your shit together. It don't feel the same when you don't got your shit together. When you got your shit together, pussy feels amazing. When you don't, it's just average. And that's my opinion.